Hello and welcome. Namaste. I'm Caroline Crawford and I shall shortly be channeling part of my spirit team because there is a huge collective that works with me that I feel very blessed, I have to say, that enhance my life and the lives of many others with their wisdom teachings, with their love. But the Federation of Light are who generally work with me in the planetary energetics update, and they will be coming through shortly to share with you, to help you find the pathway a little easier, to know when to just take yourself, detach away from what's happening in the outside world and trust in the soul, trust in your spirit, trust in your heart to see you through these times. I have been finding that I've been tuning in as I do every day, but sometimes even more often, just to connect to that stillness, because when we connect to that stillness and we feel more peaceful with these erratic energies, because there have been, as you may well know, a lot of solar flares, X-flares that are really affecting the energy of the universe, of the planet, and of course all of us that live here. So as these energies come in to upgrade our frequency, to kind of expand or help expand, to help us be more in alignment with those true energies, then as the body integrates those, it can feel a little disconcerting at times. And there may be times, I know I have felt all of a sudden just this extreme tiredness. But if I just give myself even 10, 15, 20 minutes, closing my eyes, going within, doing some nice breathing, calling on that energy of my soul, of my team, I then feel quite refreshed. So it's like the body's cells are just needing us to quieten the mind so it can absorb, those cells and those molecules within us can really integrate these higher energies that are coming in, that are kind of taking us, if you like, up the scale of the energetics, up the scale. And to do that, it's almost like a finely tuned, more powerful car. You know, we have to put in the better energy, the better quality of oil, the better quality of components. And so with us, to gain that better quality, we need to be still, we need to be peaceful. And most of all, when we do that, I found that it really helps us connect more to our wisdom, that wisdom that we have had through so many lifetimes. And as we connect to that, as we're releasing the old, as we're really being cleansed of the old ways, as I've mentioned before, the conditioning and the programming, all that is leaving our energy system. So in order for us to align with these higher energies, remembering everything in the universe is energy, everything in the cosmos, in entire existence is energy. And as we are raising our energies, our frequency, to do that, we need to take that time out to really relax on a deeper level. And again, as I've mentioned before, you know, being in nature really helps us gain a greater balance, gain a greater replenishment and refreshment of our energies, and to feel more in alignment with those higher energies of the universe. Because, you know, Mother Nature actually contains and radiates these healing frequencies to enable us to absorb those tranquil energies, to absorb that peace and that calm. Because as you well know, when we're peaceful and when we're calm, we think much more in alignment with our truth. And then we can just expand that creativity, expand our joy and share that. And I know there's some of you that may be thinking, well, how can I feel joyful when there's these wars and this conflict and this feeling sometimes of aggression going on in the world? Well, that is when it is more needed, because the more joy we are radiating, the more peace we are radiating, the more we're coming from our truth, from our wisdom, the more we're affecting those energies around us to help those gently come into that alignment as well. So don't ever feel that it's wrong to be joyful, that it's wrong to have fun when there's these things taking place around us where people are suffering. The more we can put that joy, the more we are, if you like, having a better influence, having a greater influence on the energies around us, and therefore on the whole entire energy of all existence. And humanity now is just becoming so much more conscious, so much more aware that it is starting to have a better effect, a more calming effect, or a more positive effect on the world around us. We just have to remember to keep going, to remain positive, to remain being true to ourselves, to radiating our light, to expand all that we are, because we are, as I have mentioned, and I'm sure the Federation of Light have mentioned, we are multidimensional. This is only a tiny cell of our being that is here experiencing this life on earth. And the more we draw in that energy from our soul, from our spirit, from our soul group, from the Creator, then we are able to birth those higher energies, that loving, compassionate and wise energy here on the earth. So keep trusting, keep being true to yourselves, keep tuning in at various times, as often as you can throughout the day and your evening. And remember to always call on your higher self, call on your guides, call on the Federation of Light. And I have, as many as you may know, I've had Kuan Yin working with me far more recently than ever before, because Kuan Yin's energies, remember she was a bodhisattva, she is a bodhisattva, that gave up that right to transcend to nirvana, to come back, to come onto earth until all suffering had ended with her great compassion. And the components of that compassion are mercy and forgiveness, and I would say self-love. So keep nourishing yourselves, keep nurturing yourselves, keep making that time to find joy and to give that gratitude, but to call on those energies that we are all a part of. And remember, it is always within us, because we are all fractals of the whole. And the deeper within we go, the more often we tune in to that beautiful, powerful, divine, loving energy, the better we feel, and the better instrument, the better we can be of service to all. So I'm going to sit back, I'm going to allow the Federation of Light to come through and share their wisdom with us, which I'm always looking forward to myself, because I never know quite what they're going to say, but I know it is always very wise, very loving, and very useful and insightful for us all. So I'll allow those to come through now. Greetings, dear friends. We come with such joy, for we see these energies all around your planet now are radiating with such greater force, the force of the divine, the force of that loving energy that is bringing about this heaven on earth that our channel spoke about, for all to live in a greater way of awareness. And your awareness is becoming so much more expanded, so much more open, because as these energies that have been accelerating for some time now are affecting your humanity, are affecting your physical body, you are all becoming much more powerful creators, and in this enabling to shape shift the energy. So keep on doing what you are doing, for you are all such important components to this earth raising up to this, through this ascension process, and beginning to see the results of all this compassion, of all the light that is so expanded and is continuing to expand, to allow this world, to allow planet Earth to raise up into these higher energies where each and every one of you, including the animal kingdom and Mother Gaia herself, that remember is a living, breathing being, to all live in a much greater way, in a much more expansive way, where your creativity will bring about what you may see, what you may consider as miracles. Because as you're bringing, if you like, online, as you're opening up and allowing these energies of your higher self to be a part of your physical existence, you are able to live from those higher divine energies. And this means that your healing abilities, your creative abilities, your compassionate abilities are all increasing exponentially to bring those energies into your lives and to share with your fellow human beings, with your family, with your soul family, with others, with all your brothers and sisters. Because remember, in truth, you are all one. Doesn't matter what religion you are, what race, what creed, whatever you are. Remember that humanity is one existence. And the more you come together with that unity, the greater joy will be birthing on earth. And these things that you find so upsetting, this suffering, these wars, this injustice, is all beginning to break down. And even though at times it may seem it's getting worse, it is very temporary. And we want to remind you of this, that whatever you're seeing taking place that's upsetting you, it is beginning to be, if you like, enveloped in these higher energies that are coming from the divine to bring about that change, to break down those old structures that we have mentioned so many times before. For as this energy is rising up, rather like the levels of the sea rising, the old ways will be drowned out, and this new life, these higher energies that are filled with so much wisdom, so much compassion, so much new energies, that you are almost, or you are, dear ones, on the cusp of experiencing on your planet. You may have found that these energies that have been fast moving have at times made you feel quite anxious because you don't quite understand what is taking place within you. And this is where we would completely agree with our sister Caroline, this channel. Take that time to tune in. Take that time out to nurture your physical being, because your physical beings are changing now so much more rapidly, dear ones, from this carbon energy, from the denser energy to this crystalline energy. It is taking place within Mother Gaia, and it is taking place within your bodies as your DNA is again expanding and being reawakened. And these higher energies that are coming in are, sometimes you may feel aches and pains in your bodies because it is being detoxified, if you like, purified of the older ways, of the older systems, of the outgrown thoughts and energies that do no longer serve you and do no longer serve humanity. So eat as well as you can. Make sure that your words, that your intentions are always radiating as much as you possibly can from your heart, from that loving vibration. And as we say, dear ones, if you have a time where you have a little wobble, if you've said something that you think maybe you shouldn't have said or you could have said better, then forgive yourselves. Be compassionate for yourselves first and foremost. For as you allow that compassion in your lives, you're allowing it to integrate into all of who you are in this lifetime. And as your compassion becomes a greater part of you, with that wisdom, with that patience, with that loving, gentler energy that is, remember, your power, then this is where all of those energies radiate out to raise up the frequencies, not only within you and not only through all your energetic bodies, but it's having that effect for the collective and above and beyond the collective, for all to come into alignment, as you can be such an inspiration for those around you. You have a saying in your world that lead by example, and we would to a degree agree with that. But when you make mistakes, there really are no mistakes. It's just part of you, part of your pathway continuing to unfold. And the energies that are here to support you now want to remind you, do not chastise yourselves, dear ones, if you feel something didn't go as well, or you didn't behave, or you didn't do something as well as you thought you could. Allow that to just be part of your process, and know that being human is not the easiest of lifetimes that, remember, you have chosen to be here with. You're working through some of the densest, heaviest energies that have changed considerably in the last year or so, and are continuing to change quite significantly in the next 2 to 3 years. You're going to see so many changes, but we just want to remind you that allow those changes to be part of you with your loving self. You may have found that also that when these higher energies come in, there's sometimes that your memory plays tricks on you, or you don't remember. And we would say that's because when you're trying to draw on the old thought patterns or the old ways of doing things, that isn't the way that your higher self wants you to lead your life. From now on, your life, your soul wants to be led by your higher energies, from those energies of wisdom, of compassion, and of great patience. So when there's times when you can't remember certain things, just use your humour, because what matters is what you're creating from this now moment, dear ones. And the energies of the planet, the energies of the cosmos that are raining down now are so powerful that there are going to be times where you may feel you've had almost amnesia, and that's okay, because you want to create from now, not from your past, not from that programming, not from those chains that have held you in such limiting patterns, but you've gone so beyond that now. So keep that joy and that positivity in your life every day. The energies are also asking you to use your courage. And we said this previously in the last couple of episodes, to gain that courage, gain that confidence in yourselves as you collaborate with others too, because you're inspiring and you're sparking off one another to remember that truth that lies within you, to remember that truth of your essence, of who you are. You are such powerful beings of light. And as you remember that, and you bring your power forward, but in that energy of compassion, in that energy of gentleness, but also to remember to allow others to express and create from their unique selves. Because this is so important, as all this diversity, all these beautiful energies are glistening and radiating and vibrating with these higher frequencies. There's going to be people changing quite considerably, and you may have even noticed that people have said to you, you seem different, and it is because you are. Every moment your cells are changing. Every moment, dear ones, your cells are absorbing the higher frequencies from the cosmos, from your soul, from your spirit, so you can become the multi-dimensional beings that you are on this planet, on this plane of existence. So we would also encourage you, as we have done previously, to write down, particularly when you've had your meditations, particularly as you keep making those times of stillness, making those times to really enjoy and merge yourself in the healing frequencies of Mother Earth, of Mother Nature. Write down the insights that are coming to you, because you will find that this is increasing, that you're having many more insights, many more intuitions coming to you, because this is how you're building on and remembering the knowledge that you have within you, that you have gained and indeed have within you from many lifetimes of your existences. And now these, if you like, the best parts of those existences, the knowledge and the experience that is nourishing to you, that can really expand your awareness in this lifetime, will be coming up for you. And when you write these things down, you have a reference point. And our channel did this morning. They meditated this morning and had some great insights. But when you start to move about your day with your jobs, with the things you have to do, with your families, with your friends, you forget these things. But you can come back if you've written them down and reference and resonate again with that wisdom, with that higher energy that is bringing you to open up even further and be the light that you truly are. There may also be some times that you're going to feel you want to be more with certain people. And there may also be coming a time where there's a kind of storm happening, so there can almost be a push on that reset button. And this is not to alarm you, but we say this because there is the potential for changes coming, where there may be shortages in power, shortages in energy, where you're unable to get online for, we will say, we see this being a very short amount of time, but then all this energy that is going to be renewed and expanded on your planet, you will see in much greater detail, in much more, if you like, we could say, much more resonance to that divine energy. And everybody celebrating who you are, celebrating each other, celebrating your great gifts and talents, your divine abilities being much more available to you. And this is why we say, write down these insights that come to you, because everything will piece together. It's like joining the dots together, bringing those pieces of the jigsaw together. Everything will make a lot more sense. We want to remind you, dear ones, that when there is turmoil, if it comes to a time when you are not able to be in touch with as many as people as you would like to be, know that this time will pass. Take that time to use wisely, to connect to those higher energies through your still time, your quiet time and your meditation, so you can expand your multidimensional self, your divine energies into your life, because your third eye, your pineal gland, is also being far more activated. So you're seeing beyond this veil. This veil between the physical and the non-physical world is far thinner, and that is going to continue to happen. So you'll have greater visions. You'll be aware of being much more loving, much more respectful with one another. And also taking that time to be aware of more healing abilities coming online from your essence. So be aware of your words being healing. It isn't just about hands-on healing. Be aware that the energy you're radiating is affecting so much those around you. And when you're calm, when you're non-judgmental, when you're peaceful, when you're joyous and your laughter resonates out, you are helping others so much to become more of what they want to be. The wars will be coming to an end. Trust in this. It may not be tomorrow or next week, but we can assure you, and we would say at most in the next 3 years, there will be no more wars on your planet, because that kind of hatred and deception cannot exist in these higher energies that are becoming a greater part of your world. They cannot exist in that frequency. So the more loving and compassionate you are being, remember that the love is the most powerful energy in existence, and you keep resonating from that within you. We will say once more to remember, if you have a wobble or a blip, if you've said something or done something that you're not happy with, forgive, let go. Because the more you let go, the more those higher energies of love and compassion can come in and guide you to a much higher path, the path of your soul, a path where this world is so beyond what you can even imagine at this time. And this is what you're all heading towards. There may be losses, because those that cannot or do not want to hold those frequencies of light, of love, they may well make a transition. For this new world needs to be so, and it is going to be so filled with those higher frequencies. The density, the hatredness, as we say, cannot exist within that. So keep shining your love out. Know that your wisdom that you are accessing now and will be accessing more of is of great significance. Be patient and remember to really hone your listening skills with others that may need a little bit more wisdom, that may need to hear what you have to say. So speak when you feel it's necessary, and listen when you feel it's necessary, to your soul and to those wise, loving souls around you. Remember that we, the Federation of Light, the Pleiadians, the Syrians, the Arcturians, so many more, there are absolutely leagues of angels, archangels and masters that are so committed to now this path that humanity, that you have all called for to rise up to ascend to, which means connecting to your divine selves. And we are all there for you. Always, as you lay your head on the pillow at night to sleep, ask that we are with you. Ask you join with your soul and you join with the highest state of your being, and to bring that into your physical bodies so you can live from that place in this world, in your physicality, being that pure light that you are. So take all our love, remain positive, know that these darker times are passing out of your world, and it is not long before those frequencies will just not allow any of those that wish to cause harm to be allowed to resonate in this world. Take our love, let your love in, call on us, call on your ancestors, because everybody is moving towards these higher energies for all, because it doesn't only affect Gaia, it doesn't only affect humanity and the animals, it's affecting the whole of existences beyond your galaxy, beyond what you can imagine. Everybody is rooting, every spirit, every divine benevolent being is rooting for humanity. So keep celebrating you, keep your positivity, your love, your compassion and your wisdom as part of your everyday life as much as you can. We love you. Love who you are. Love one another. This is the way forward with that light and wisdom. We love you. Goodbye for now, dear ones. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep being the joy that you bring into this world. You are making a difference. Keep that in your heart with all our love, all our light. That felt so powerful. I just kept feeling this resonance of open to your wisdom, open to the love, open to that, because I just know that the more we open, the more we allow that to be a part of our physical lives, we're changing so much in such a high frequency way, in such a positive way, in such a divine, joyful way. So have a great month. I'll just share with you very briefly that I haven't seen my family, my son, my beautiful daughter-in-law, my wonderful son and my gorgeous grandchildren for almost 6 years, and we're all meeting next month in Jamaica for a week. They're coming for a wedding and Paul and I are going to meet them, so we're absolutely thrilled. A friend is coming all the way from Ohio to come and look after the house and the cat, so everything is in perfect alignment. Feel my joy from my heart, feel my love from my heart to yours. Keep shining, I love you. Bye for now. Namaste, dear friends. Love you.